The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
All right, on the ropes out here, round 15. With currently 1-0, 1 KO, Jalil Hackett. What's good, big dog?
How you doing, Zell? How you doing, man? How you doing?
All right, take me back, man. You first get off the plane in Miami. Take me from there.
I got off the plane, it was already, late in the day, Friday. So I was like, just gonna chill out, probably give me a light little jog in and just go to sleep till the Saturday morning time to weigh in. So I got me a light jog in that night, just something slight, just so I ain't sleep on my food. Then Saturday morning, woke up, I went in the bathroom, checked my weight. I was way, way under. And I say, let me give me something, a little fruit or something. I had some fruit. It's time to weigh in. I just was in there weighing, chilling. Weighed in, I felt good, felt strong. I'm like, oh, it's work time.
Now, I gotta find this out. What did he say to you, man? Cause all of a sudden, man, things changed, man. You got pumped up and got heated, man. What did he say to you?
If most people who know me know I ain't really like one of those guys that like indulge in like all the, chit chatting or the lip boxing, none of that. But when we faced off, it was more of a like, he was trying to like little boy me. He was like, I hope you ready, little boy. And he could have just said, I hope you ready. And I was like, all right, cool. Would have gave him a solid little head nod. Would have finished the face off, and I'd have went about my day. But when he added the little boy part in there, I felt like he was trying to disrespect me. So I had to let him know, like, I'm on you tomorrow.
You know what's crazy, man? Thinking about that, going back to it. On the day of the fight, Vito, I guess he was going live with it. Mm-hmm. And one of the things his pop was saying, go to the kitchen.
Yeah, he was saying, man, go to that body. I know even before the fight, Vito and his dad came in the locker room, and his dad was like, man, you've been in there with some of the best guys ever. Like, well, not ever, but like, some of the best pound for pound top guys right now. It's nothing this guy can do with you. So I was like, man, so I'm gonna go out there and do what I gotta do.
Now, I don't know, did you get a chance to see that video where, I don't know if that was his manager or what, had confronted Leonard and, did the interview with him saying, if my man win, can he get a contract?
It's gonna be the same result. You can show him everything you want to. It ain't gonna matter. Because the result is gonna be whatever the result.
Oh yeah, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean, hey, like what Roger Mayweather used to say.
Listen, you don't know shit about boxing?
When people know about it, they can teach and train people. They can. Hey, they can.
Well, guess what? You can't get up in there and fight him. He got to get his ass up in there.
Oh, yeah, well, he's ready. Okay. Angelo is ready.
I know he is.
Angelo is ready.
I know he is.
Angelo is
and
definitely.
Guess what? Tonight, them two going to sell it in the ring.
Okay, if Angelo put a good one up, y'all going to give him another fight?
Most definitely.
Okay.
No, not a good one. It's not about
we win. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Listen, I'll give you one even better. It ain't happening. But to your point, if he won, I'd sign it.
What? Ooh, you hear that, Angelo? You hear that? Hey, it's official. It's official. The guru.
I finally seen it, man. It was kind of funny, Leonard say, man, he said, I'm so confident in my guy. He said, you beat my guy, I sign you. And I was like, shit, man, if I would have known about this prior to the fight, man, y'all probably would have got even better performance, but it is.
Yeah, speaking on that, why did you give yourself a C+?
I gave myself a C+ because there's a lot of things we worked on in the gym, getting ready for the fight that I didn't do. Well, not because the fight was so short, but it was certain things that if I would have did them differently, the performance would have looked better than it did. And I'm not saying I looked bad because I did give a good performance, but it could have looked better. That's why I gave myself a C. I said it was a C+ though. Got the first round knockout, but it was still a C. You take a C+ home to your parent on report card day, they're gonna be like, it's good, but you could do better. Yeah. So.
Speaking of Leonard, right? he recently put out a tweet, you know, speaking of when you went out to Vegas, out there with Floyd during that time, you was in camp with Arias.
Oh yes, sir.
And you know, he tweeted about that, man. What was your thoughts about that when he talked about that you actually helped him get ready for the Hurd fight and he actually beat Hurd?
It felt good, you know. I worked with Lewis, and a lot of the camp he worked on specific things, and he liked the fact that I pushed him in sparring. Like I gave him the toughest work out of all his sparring partners. He was like this young kid. Every day he came, he gave me 100% effort. He ain't BS and sparring, or he just go through the motions. He was thankful for it. And he let me know after the fight, you know, thank you for all the hard work. And next time I go back in the camp room, definitely talk to Leonard about getting you out here.
Jalil Hackett, first round knockout.
Awesome. And I give Jalil Hackett a lot of credit for Arias' victory tonight.
Shocked the world.
He pushed Cuba. He pushed him through camp. You know, that's what I was most impressed with, was Cuba's preparation. That youngster, my youngin' Jalil Hackett pushed him.
Derek, get in really quick. What's my nickname for Jalil? What do I call him?
LeBron James of boxing.
I call him because he came right out of high school to the pros, and he's a talent. And he's like a man-child.
Yeah,
he's not a kid. He's a man.
He's a terrific talent. I mean, he witnessed the preparation with him and Cuba.
Man.
They had some great back and forth.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of work that he was like, Cuba was like, I need that. When them youngsters, that's what they do.
And both of them were in camp with Tank.
I know.
So everybody's
And that's what
helping
Tank
everybody.
loves about boxing him, because, see, the one thing about the kid Hackett, he's durable, but he's slick, he's tough, and he's a beast.
He not scared.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know?
And see, that was a real good acknowledgement from him for the simple fact that he is a higher weight class than you also as well. And just the fact that he wants to bring you back in, man.
Yeah, that
speaks
was
volumes.
even more crazy. You know, you say he wanted to bring me back in. I said, man, that's good. So I must have did something good in camp.
Now, for all the people that know, man, that you had the purple one that night, Cardozo High School. Now, did Leonard coordinate with you also as well? Because he had purple on that night also as well.
It was a coincidence. Leonard was like, man, you know, you got the purple on, I got the purple on. D had the pink on, but it was close, you know, pink close to purple. I was like, yeah, you know, it was all lined up.
So what's next for you, man? You right back in the gym. You didn't take no time off. Do you regret it? Take a little time off right there?
Yeah, I know Monday I got me a real good hard one in. And then when I got home, I was sore. I was like, Lord, I should have listened to my father and stayed home. Because I know Monday he stayed home. He was like, man, shit, I ain't coming in there. And, you know, today I got another cool little workout in. I felt it. I felt the cool little workout, though. But, yeah, I'm all cool with it. You know, I'm going to be in here the rest of this week, just getting my work in. Anybody need help, I'm all for helping them. Like, you know, we got Donnell, my cousin, Donnell Poe, he fights, you know, this Saturday in Mexico, so yeah, any help that he need, I'm right there with him. We also got dancer Ian Coakley. He fights this Saturday on that same card. Any help he need, I'm here for him. We got Johnny. He getting ready for the Golden Gloves. I think it was video of me working with him yesterday on the wheel. So yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm in here helping people out, still getting my work in.
Hey, Dad, man, I gotta ask you real quick, man. How proud are you, man, of the whole experience?
Man, it was amazing, man. Like I said before, to fight on a Mayweather card is like a bucket list for some fighters. And for my son to be able to debut on that card, you know, I just wanted to impose upon his mind that you can't just win. Just winning is not good enough. You need to live up to the hype. You know, I think a lot of people have given him kudos. A lot of people have said different things about what they've seen. You said different things about what you've seen from the time he was 15 up to now. Tank has said great things. Calvin, Kenny, great guys from up there. They've said great things. And, you know, when people are saying these things and they put their word behind you, then you got to live up to it. You know, I had a conversation with Derek and Jalil, and before the fight, I told Jalil, don't look at a boxing match. I didn't want him to look at a boxing match. I said, go look up Allen Iverson's first NBA game. Go look up LeBron James' first NBA game. Those guys were super heralded, had all of this hype around them, and they delivered. You know, Allen Iverson had 30-6. I think LeBron had 25-7, and they lived up to the hype. You know, so I think it was Elie. Was it Elie that called you the LeBron James of boxing?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Elie called him the LeBron James of boxing at 16. You know, then I've heard other people. I think it was my man Jack. They got Jack Fitness thing when he does his podcast. He had called him Earl Spence 2.0. You know, Earl, man, a lot of stuff that I do with my son, I watched Earl and I love the way he was meticulous. I love the way that he was like Jason Voorhees from the scary pictures. He walk you down. It ain't nothing rushed, and it's a clear attack. So I've put a lot of that into my son. So for somebody to say those type of things, you got to live up to that, buddy. And I would not have accepted anything less. You know, so I told him enjoy the moment, have fun, but remember at the end of the day, you have a job to do. You're at work. The people sitting in the folded sheets, they're at entertainment. So they must be entertained. You must do your job. And I think he lived up to it. And I just want him to have a great career, stay level-headed, stay grounded, stay rooted, learn from Floyd about the work ethic and what it takes, learn from Tank how to entertain. I think Tank is one of the top entertainers in this sport. And take that.
And great at self-promotion, too.
Oh, yeah.
Every day leading up to the fight, you're going to see something about the fight.
And when it comes to the Earl Spence, the methodical way of breaking somebody down. I told Jalil, he'll tell you, you don't have to get a knockout, but the person must get beat up. Period, point blank. You know, so like I said, he's a big welterweight. And if he's a big welterweight, why be big and don't use it? That's crazy. You know, be a bull in the china shop. When they pop that door, run through there and every glass gets broken. So that's what I want for him.
Oh, Jalil, I forgot to ask you about this too, man. You had a lot of sponsorships, man, on your shorts. Because what made me think about that, as far as the sponsorships, was the video that you put out, Bernard, with Floyd talking about that. You know, just taking advantage of the moments and opportunities that you had, and how he had like 30 million, over 30 million in sponsorship on his shorts alone. And you so young starting out your career, you already numerous sponsors. You want to talk about the numerous sponsors that you have so far?
It was more so for the first fight, me putting on for my city. You know, of course I had my sponsors on my shorts and stuff like that, but most of the ones that were on the front were DC black-owned businesses. And so I had to, you know, show them love because those are the people who showed me love coming up. Yeah, that was important to me. But as far as, you know, Jalil Hackett, the businessman, you know, putting certain patches on my shorts as business decisions, I definitely got a lot of that from my dad. And, you know, this weekend, looking at what Floyd said, you know, man made 30 million off the shorts. Well, 30 million plus. Yeah, so you got a guy making 30 million off of his shorts, and we're not even talking about fight money, the gate. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about 30 million off his shorts. So, yeah, I learned something.
Hey, Pops, I got, because you always talk about stick to the blueprint that what you see and what Floyd has done. Why you say that's important, man?
Man, it's the blueprint. I mean, Floyd the Matrix. I mean, Slim did it. You got to think. He started out, he even said it, I started out as Pretty Boy Floyd. I didn't get what I deserved. He said, but I changed my name to Money Mayweather. He said he spoke it into existence. You know, I think the man put his life on the line every time he get in the ring. Any fighter gets in the ring, put their life on the line. You telling me what my life is worth. Floyd didn't do that. He beat to his own drum. He telling y'all what his life is worth. And if you want to pay it, you're going to pay it. If you don't, you don't have to. That's your choosing. The man did an exhibition. Like, really get that, grasp that. He told you from the jump, I'm doing an exhibition. He made more in the exhibition than some mega fights made. The man is the blueprint. And for my son, he told me at the beginning that I want to be with a black-owned company. They understand me. That black-owned company was Mayweather Promotions. When he joined them, I think he did the smartest thing he could do for his career. You got the man that wrote the book, guiding you. Look what he did to Tank. Tank ain't been with Floyd, I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, 5 years. That man on pay-per-view. Pay-per-view. Floyd ain't petty. Mayweather Promotions ain't petty. Them people saying, get you some money, show. You got somebody that want to put something on your shorts and they willing to pay you for it, put it on your shorts. As long as it don't go against the blueprint, man, doing it, man. And I think he understands everything in a different light. Because, this is a man that did all this with no endorsement deals. Not because he couldn't get them, but because he wanted to do it his way. But he ain't discouraging his guys from taking endorsement deals because everybody can't be him. But he laying it out for you. Like, how many people put a pro debut kid on a fight like this? Most of the time you on a pro debut, you on a card out in Wichita, Kansas somewhere. But that's the way you do it. But what he did, what he doing, he treating these kids good, man. He treating these kids good. Leonard Ellerbe, Slim not just a businessman. He do it like a father. My son wanted to turn pro at 16. He wanted to get in there, get some money, fight as a pro, do his thing. Even got to go to Mexico. People don't even know. Leonard told him, you got to graduate high school for me, Chief. You graduate high school, we talk about you fighting. Because I really don't care if you become a fighter or not. I'm going to be good without you. But I want to make sure that you're good. And the only way I can do that is if I at least require you to get your education. Floyd, if you look at his interview, his post-fight interview, Floyd said, man, I'm secure. I fight because I want to. Other fighters, and he just used Manny as the example, it's sad. Manny Pacquiao still got to fight because he got to. They asked him, do you think you're hurting your legacy doing all of these exhibitions? I like the way he put it. He said, I ain't never seen nobody eat legacy, but I seen people eat currency. So at the end of the day, your legacy is what other people think of you. And most of the time, it ain't what you did for your career, how they form their opinion of you. It's what they personally felt of you. So if that's the case, everybody can personally feel how they want to feel. They call me crazy for doing the stuff I've done with my son in his boxing career. It's paying off for him. So, for me, it's like you got a chance to learn from Floyd, whether he let you come in the gym like he did and watch him spar and train. My son learned from that. Or whether, he giving you diamonds through interviews about what to do with your money. The man didn't say crazy. He said, man, I own millions of dollars, billions of dollars worth of building. I mean, he telling you, to get you some real estate.
Yeah, he said it's New York portfolio. Right. He always talk about that New York portfolio.
The man dropping jewels if you listening for him. If you willing to put your hands out, he dropping them, just catch them. And my son can't tell me, hey, Dad, I done made $200,000, but the most I can show for it is a couple of chains. You ain't bought no house? The man told you at least starts where you can. You haven't bought real estate? You haven't invested your money? Think about the tail end while you're in the middle of the happiness. So, if my son do that, I think he blessed. And I hope he have a good, long career with the Mayweather promotion team.
Man, how did it feel, man, for people who came up to you and said, man, they came all the way down just to see if he's the real deal?
That was crazy. I had a couple of different people who do media that said, we've been hearing about your son for 3 years from Leonard and different people. We actually wanted to see if he was going to live up to the hype. I appreciate that. You was waiting, because if he didn't, they was going to give him the business. But he did. The moment wasn't too big for him. So, that was great. I definitely want to give a shout out to people who came down and spent their hard-earned money to come support him. When I saw people with the shirts on, I was like, wow, they got my son's shirt on. When I saw friends that I grew up with said, man, we came down to support him. That was great, So I hope he gives the type of performances that are worthy of your money. People work hard. Average person, they make less than $15 an hour. And if you make $15 an hour or less, and you spent your money to spend a couple of $100 on a ticket, airfare, hotel, rental car, to see him perform, it's his duty to give you a good show. So, that's what I try to instill in him.
Man, I appreciate your time as always, man. I hate the fact I couldn't make it down there, man. I was so bad to eat that flight ticket too, man. I was like, God dang.
We're going to get other ones, man.
Yeah, it's going to be other ones, though. But now they understand on the job what I do, but it was just that Monday through them all.
No, hey, I feel you. The man, Floyd, he constantly evolving. The man went from back in the day, Friday morning weigh-ins to Friday afternoon. Then now he going from Saturday fights to he's Super Bowl status. He going on Sunday. I mean, you don't know what he'll think of next, But hey, as long as we can catch the jewels that drop off of there, and my son can benefit from it, that's all I'm worried about.
There you have it. But now Hackett, Jalil over there, on the ropes. We out.